Good morning to one and all, and welcome to webinar on practice to perfect 5S concept organized by Innovation Cell of Bapatla College of Pharmacy, Bapatla. I would like to introduce today's presenter, Mr. K.V. Ravi sir. Let me give his brief biodata. Mr. K.V. Ravi obtained his bachelor's degree from Bapatla Engineering College and master's degree from Jawaharlal Nehru Technological University, Hyderabad. K.V. Ravi possesses cumulative experience of 32 years in both private and public sector as well as in national and international organizations. Presently working as head for the Learning and Development Division of NRB Industrial Bearings Limited. K.V. Ravi participated as a select committee member for recommending best manufacturing units and entrepreneurs award given by the Government of India. K.V. Ravi also worked as a nominated member in the committee pertaining to the modernization of the patent office and preparation of the patent manuals. Mr. K.V. Ravi also delivered lectures for the degree college and engineering college faculties in their refresh courses sponsored by UGC and IIC. It is a great pleasure to have you today with us, sir. Over to Mr. K.V. Ravi sir. Please go ahead, sir.
Okay. Thank you, sir, for introduction. And as it's always happy to come back to Bapatla Education Society, any institution, because it's our alma mater where we learned ABCDs and God's grace and professors like Kumar sir, GNR sir, Kanta Prasad sir, so many professors only made us. And whatever experience we gained in these 32 years, that much only. In that, within 1 hour, I will try to cover a little bit tiny drop of 5S concepts. And I also have to be very, very thankful to Kishore Bob sir, and his interest is appreciable. He worked in Procter and Gamble and all. Now his students are very lucky to have him as your board of studies, education society member himself. Generally, education society members will be working at as a society meetings and all only. But sir was calling me so many times, talking to me, taking inputs. Though he worked in Southeast Asia level in Procter and Gamble, one of the world famous company, that shows his commitment, and his students are very, very lucky. So with this, I will start my thing. The 5S best example is now the incidents what all happened last 5 minutes, and you might have seen, you might have experienced the waiting time of whatever 5 to 10 minutes now you waited. So if 5S is in strict implementation, all this what has happened would not have happened. And your waiting time of maybe suppose how many students are there, I don't know, but maybe suppose let us say 50 students are in the seminar hall. 50 students waited for 10 minutes. 50 into 10 minutes means 500 minutes waiting time. 500 minutes if you convert it into hours is 500 by 60. Let us say almost 8 hours man hours, productive man hours in terms of industry. 8 productive man hours lost just because of some mishap or whatever thing happened between me and professor sir, and because system is not in place. That is what the importance of 5S. 5S, I heard that you are lucky enough again one more time. Sir has already taught you, and you already started doing 5S a little bit in your own way. So this is the best example of 5S. And then again in that 5S second S, sir while introducing me, he mentioned in NRB, but now I am in Amara Skill Development Center. This is another example of not a standardization or that not able to follow the 5S in true spirit, even by me, this so-called speaker of 5S. So generally it happens. That is why majority of organizations up to 3 years, putting the into practice of 3 years itself is a very difficult. So I am talking, assuming that you know already 5S. Already 5S, little bit inputs are given to you. Now I am going to, again, I will just refresh that 5S, and I will try to say the importance of 5S, and also some portion I will cover, though the topic is different, what exactly industry expects from the graduates, means upcoming from the educational institution. I always call campus to corporate. What are the expectations of the corporates when you are coming out from the campuses? So those days when we studied, we were not having all these type of exposures, but our professors were passionate enough. It doesn't mean that present professors are not passionate, but today I always quote, I selected industrial engineering department when I got selected as industrial engineer, in Alvin, as a GET, graduate engineer trainee. Total around 18 students were got selected throughout the state. In that, they have given us option of selecting our own department in the company. They have given option. You mention your 3 departments where you wanted to work. So I have selected industrial engineering without knowing anything. Only I know was Vijay Kumar sir taught us industrial engineering, and it was very, very interesting for me. And also I got highest marks in that subject. So I have given, until that time only we had visited 2-3 industries. And again, thanks to those type of professors, those days they were forcing us to go to shipyard. I worked in shipyard for during summer vacation, like that. So with that, without any knowledge, I selected industrial engineering department. I have given option just because my professor Vijay Kumar sir made us to do interestingly in the subject. He was teaching so interesting. So then it's a journey. We made career in industrial engineering. Those days, the type of professors are there. Not that now, not there, but because of maybe more strength, more so many reasons, professors are taking. Still, like Bapatla Education Society, now the professor yesterday he called me and he was inquiring me, and he told me that Satish sir, I think. So this is just a brief background. So 5S is very, very, very important. Yesterday night, I was going through some of the again literature through Google, Guru of the Gurus, Google. So I was trying to find out 5S is in mind. It should be in our mind. Even I was trying to talk when I am implementing 5S to our people working engineers, all the people. 5S, if we have 5S in mind, in our individual mind of everybody's, suppose can we implement 5S? That was my thought process. Luckily, this seminar made me yesterday night to go through again literature and this webinar. So that also 1 or 2 points I wanted to cover about that. Actual industrial practice of 5S, if I talk continuously, may not be interesting for you because you are not fully thoroughly seen the 5S in industry. So again, once Corona is not there, and we will try to take some approval for your visit where 5S, our industry was Amara batteries. Maybe again, the target group, you are all from pharmaceutical industry. I know from pharma college. Sir, majority, all are pharma only, sir, or any other engineering colleges there? Students.
Participants are from pharmacy background only.
Only, yeah? Okay.
But the lecture is live on YouTube, so the other people also will be listening.
Okay. So this with pharmaceutical, to be frank, I am a mechanical engineering graduate, already got introduced, and I worked extensively in different mechanical industries. But no, nevertheless, I can correlate to pharmaceutical industry because some of the times I was training some of the engineers from pharmaceutical industry on different aspects, other aspects of mechanical aspects of pharmaceutical industry. So this 5S. With this background, I will straight away go to 5S slides. Next 30-40 minutes, we will go for slides, and then if you are having any clarifications, we will have that is the agenda. So another 30-40 minutes, you go through the slides, we will go. Then in that also, sometimes I may be deviating from the 5S to make you to interest with the another lying concept of my lecture for students is to campus to corporate. How to connect? What is the expectation of a fresh graduate, whether pharmacy or engineering or general graduate, when a company takes recruits you into the company, what they are expecting, and how your journey should be there in the corporate world, and you entered in the industry. So as I told you, I already know that you know the 5S, at least what is 1S, what is 2S, what is 3S, what is 4S, 5S, and this is a Japanese concept. Actually, this Japanese concept also, it has become a culture like in Japanese. How, why, and all. Somebody told me some like these webinars. It all started in Japanese house kitchen. It is a 5S concept. First olden days, after Second World War, there was nothing in the Japan, no resources at all in the Japan. So everything was everything was a shortage in the Japanese system, the olden days after Second World War. So in their kitchens, the house ladies were managing the kitchen so nicely with a small resources, without almost no resources, and everything was in order. And no time, even now, if you see in the house, our mother will not be searching for sugar. Whereas if you come to college, if you go to lab, you will be searching for some chemical, some file, something or other. We will always be searching. But whereas if you go to kitchen, mother will not be searching where is salt, where is sugar, where is dal, like that. Then, sir, can I speak sometime in Telugu also? Otherwise, students may get bored.
Yes, sir.
Is it okay? Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Even my speed?
Speed is okay, sir.
Okay. So, so I will continue this. Thank you. So actually, just before going to continue the topic, actually our convention is we have to tell about organization also from where I am. And so as I told you, I am working as a Dean, Amara Skill Development Center. I head this center. So this is the genesis behind ARSDC, why it started. Amara Group, under Amara Group, they studied regional areas. Amara Group is a famous for Amaran batteries, manufacturing of Amaran batteries, where around 16,000 employees are working, and also 9,000 crores turnover per annum till now, this year. So then the Amara Skill Development Center established in 2014 under the Rajanna Trust, under the CSR, Corporate Social Responsibility of Amara Group. Our Amara Group chairman and founder, Dr. N. Ramchandra Galasar, is very passionate about rural area development, and is a very successful entrepreneur who has started industry in Tirupati, near Tirupati, and only expanded in Chittoor district without going anywhere out of the district, and providing employment for rural area people, and achieving extraordinary things through ordinary people is a slogan, and he sticks to that, is achieving extraordinary things. So now the plant in Amara batteries, one of the plant is latest technology of Southeast Asia. You will not find this technology in Southeast Asia itself. That type of battery plant is in near Chittoor. So as a part of CSR, they started Amara Skill Development Center at Petametta in his native place. So for starting this, they made one study and found there is a requirement of the talent pool. There is a skill gap is there in the rural areas. So our mission is skilling rural India to make in India. So to achieve this skilling rural India, we are to make in India. Then we have got one course, 2 years course. This is approved training program under National Apprentice Promotion Scheme. We will be training per annum around 1,760 students per year, and admissions will be happening once in 3 months. Each 3 months, 440 students we take, and minimum age is 16 years, maximum age is 25 years, not exceeding, and qualification is 10th pass or intermediate pass fail only. This beauty of this course is we give them pay the stipend to the students since beginning of the month, since beginning of the course. So theory and practical at ARSDC, generally they will be here in the center for 3 months. So first day onwards, they will be getting the stipend per month, 7,500, as it is a corporate social responsibility. We spend 2% of our profits for the benefit of society. So first 3 months, 7,500, food, accommodation, uniform, all we will be providing to these boys and girls free of cost. Then we place them in our Amara group companies on the job training. First 9 months, we will be paying 9,000 rupees stipend, 29 rupees on the job training at AR group companies. Again, another 12 months, 9,232. Then we give them subsidized food, bus facility, accommodation and all. So another 2-3 slides, I will be explaining this course. Any of your cousins or somebody known to you who are unable to have a further education, also maybe different reasons, so academically challenged or financially challenged, or the type of students, you can refer to the center where their life itself will be transformed. So this is not 5S also. About 5S, our organization got so many awards in 5S as a center. Company got lot international awards also. As the skill development center itself, we have got award of platinum award recently, and we have implemented here. So in that way, I am having some authority to talk on 5S, where it is not only preaching. Here we are practicing. So this is the some of the platinum award at Chennai we received, and one of our student. Remember, this boy is 10th pass, and in this center only 2 years he spends here in our Amara Skill Development Center. This guy go and given the presentation about 5S in the implementation in the SDC. So I will try to show you one video. Let us see whether you will be able to see. Sir, video vastunda sir?
Yes, sir.
Hello?
Yes, sir. We are getting it. We are getting it.
Okay. Then it will be very interesting.
Sir, we are not able to get the audio, sir.
Oh, 1 minute, sir. Now, sir? Hello? No. Now?
No, sir.
No audio coming. Okay, sir. Otherwise, we will stop this. I will share you. Hello?
Yes, sir. Tell me, sir.
So I will share you the video. It is downloaded from YouTube only.
Okay.
So you can show them, but it will be very interesting how the productivity will be improved through 5S. Suppose if it is in disorder, first slide, first activity what she did was, numbers are put it in disorder fashion. So she could able to only do 22 seconds, only 4 numbers. So if the numbers are put in order, what will be the productivity? That is one example wants to show for 5S. Like that, there are so many good video it was. I will share with you. And then, so we will go about next. So there are, let us say, why 5S? My concentration always will be to motivate you people. How to do 5S is a very, very, what we can say, my observation, as I was a coordinator of 5S for 2-3 companies while I completely handled 5S. Basic step in 5S is mindset. So there is a methodology will be there, but some methodology, if you understand that little bit only, it is methodology, but more is the mindset and commitment and passion and how you are approaching. Each will be approaching in a different way. So my focus will be on the importance of 5S and how you will change your mindset. And once you change mindset, and your life only will change. If you strictly follow, even our Amara, unfortunately I could not get that slide, but Amara company, we encourage employees to implement 5S in their home, then give the video recording and apply for competition inside the company. So many people start implementing 5S in their home. As I told you also, Japanese also, it started from home, then it came to industry. So then it has come to world. From Japan, it has reached to throughout the globe because it is such a good practice. That is why it could spread, and over the almost maybe 40, 50, 60 years, it is surviving, and the system, that concept is being followed and followed, and also increasing its presence throughout the world. That is the importance of 5S. So imagine a firefighter with a broken water hose. So firefighting, he has gone, finally find that hose is broken. Then what is his situation? So why it was? Because maybe we can say one factor is lack of 5S. So then another slide. Suppose a surgeon gone for hospital operation and find the instrument is not properly cleaned, not properly shining. So it is a dirty instrument. So then what will happen? You can imagine. So all these things because of lack of 5S, if at all it happens. So, or an astronaut who forgot the hand tools on Earth, suppose he has forgotten and gone. Why he has forgotten? Maybe that system is not there of people. Place for everything and everything in its place. We call in industry one concept of people. So when we are implementing second so all people will try to follow PEEP concept. PEEP is PEEP. Place for everything and everything in its place. So we have to establish some system where everything. I was knowing one of the manager of ours implement in the house is all keys. There will be a place where to keep the key, where to keep the TV, TV remote control, where to keep his shoes. Everything is in its place and place for everything. So like that 5S is once we make the habit, suppose 5S is not there. Suppose these type of scenarios you can imagine. So what will happen? That is the importance of 5S. So suppose this 5S is improving healthcare service. What will be happening? Healthcare. Complement to patient safety efforts. It minimizes chances of providing wrong medicine and treating wrong patients through proper sorting. So first oneness, as I told you, you know already 5S. What is oneness? Oneness is nothing but sorting. So suppose all files records are sorted and appropriate labeling, medicines, operation sites, anything appropriate labeling, as well as use of checklist to avoid leaving items such as gauge and scissors by use of safe surgery checklist. Contribute to better continuum of care. Example, use of patient discharge checklists. Ensure you might have seen some of the hospitals, patient discharge will be happening very quickly. Some of the hospitals, it takes its own time. And there are now, why I'm telling hospitals and all, thinking that you are pharmacy students, you may be going pharmaceutical industry also, or big chain of hospitals as a pharmacology, pharma departments. So majority of hospitals nowadays going for ISO and all. What is the purpose? There was one study. Hospital, the moment the emergency patient entered into the hospital gate, to the time taken for the doctor to attend. Again, the time taken the doctor to the attend to the emergency patient. So there are some standards, there are some benchmarks. So, and again there, the implementation of 5S, so many things are there. Let us say security guard is there. He should be knowing where is the key, where is the phone number, who is the person, all the things should be known to him and to be trained. He has to be trained right from security guard onwards. So if everything is in place and every system is implemented, then the time taken for the emergency patient to be attended by the doctor will be less. Otherwise, all chaos. So nurse will be running here and there, nurse will be seeing where is the doctor might be somewhere else, nurse will be searching for scissors, nurse will be searching for apron. So many situations will be there, because that is the hospital to hospital difference. There the system of 5S will help you a lot. And you imagine a very emergency patient is being attended within less than 5 minutes, let us say one hospital. So another hospital, the same emergency patient attending time, first attending by doctor, takes 10 minutes. It can make a life and death issue. So in the next 5 minutes may be a crucial time for patient to die. So that is the very crucial. If everything is in system, 5S is implemented. So all processes are written, and so processes are written, and everything again. PEEP is very concept. You might be listening from me this PEEP maybe number of times, because that is the crux of the 5S actually. The remaining also very important. But once we can bring that PEEP system into practice, place for everything and everything in its place, then we can say half of the 5S is perfectly implemented, and all the benefits of 5S we can get. This is another example actually, how we might approach cleaning the closet where you hang your clothes. Actually photo was there, that photo I could not get here embedded. So it was very interesting photo. So in your house also you might be seeing your dresses Amara, where you put your dresses, how you organize the dresses, all this hanging your clothes, how you hang, and how you put the shoes in the throughout pile. So I can share you the presentation also. This final word is very important. Is to keep the old favorites. Actually, when 5S implementation, you might be knowing wanted unnecessary item, necessary item, unwanted item. There was an example. Let us say old sword is there, old katyantam kada. So big houses, rich people houses lo manaki first if you enter into the house, there will be so many hangings of old antiques. So for a grandfather, it is very important. Whereas for new daughter-in-law, it may be a waste item which she will try to throw away. So these are all the what we can say intricacies of 5S. So one item, how to decide that whether it is necessary, whether it is unnecessary, or it is reusable or recyclable. 3 R's concept. All these things I will be handling to you. So this decision making of the item necessary, and not only value and usage. Generally industry, every industry will have their own norm. Let us say last 3 months this tool is not used, so we can say that keep this tool in the far away place. And all last 1 year not at all used, then we say that red tag area. You might be knowing this terminology, so I am using that. Sir Satish garu.
Yes sir, I'm listening.
సార్ అదే ఈ 5S చెప్పారన్నారు సార్, ఓకే కదా, 1S 2S 3S ఆల్రెడీ ఇంప్లిమెంట్ చేస్తున్నా అన్నారు.
Yes sir, we are already started implementing sir.
సో ఇప్పుడు రెడ్ ట్యాగ్ ఏరియా అవన్నీ మీరు ఆల్రెడీ వాళ్ళకి ఐడియా ఉంది కదా?
Yes sir.
ఓకే. సో దట్ ఇస్ వై so to move to red tag area also in the industry means we have some manual like policy, like who has to take a decision, up to what frequency we will be shifting the items, and what is the importance. Again, as I told you, so some file not at all opened last 1 year, what is the point? Here also we get this so many times dilemmas, like no question papers, answer sheets, how many years we have to keep, or shall we, how many records of the students, so when we have to dispose of, this type of things also will be the very crux of the 5S. So effectiveness of 5S, I have already told you this. So in these 5X activities are to create good working environment through reduction of Japanese terms. 3 are there: Muri, Mura, and Muda. These 3 are, as I told you, 5S concept has come from Japan only. So why they have started 5S was one more reason was there are 3 terms here in any industry, for that matter, your personal life, if you take also these 3 words again very important: Muri, Mura, and Muda. Muri means overburden, unreasonableness, or absurdity. Mura means unevenness or inconsistency. And Muda means waste. Generally, we call it as waste. What is waste? Definition of waste in industry is which is does not add any value to any customer. So let us say your Muri. Muri means, suppose let us say daily somebody told you you have to carry 10 kgs of books to the college. So, and you have to carry all the books which may be weighing 10 kgs to the college. So obviously you will feel overburdened. Or somebody given you tomorrow only test. If today given syllabus, write tomorrow test. So again, you will feel overburdened, unreasonableness, or absurdity. So these 3 words, whenever you go for any interview, if you claim that I know 5S, so in industry people will be asking what is Muri, what is Mura, and what is Muda. A basis of strong management workplace. These 3, if we can reduce, generally studies says any industry, so-called big Toyotas who have implemented 5S in Toto, and Baga complete 5S Brahmana and company. Like that, if we claim also there is a Muda of at least 10% or 15% wastage will be there. And Mura, unevenness. One assembly will be producing more, another assembly will be producing less. Or inconsistency. Sometimes our product may be 100% quality comes, sometimes quality may be deviation may be there, or matter and human spiritual condition, we can say. So human team, somebody may be very fast, somebody may be very less. Like that, unevenness will be there in any industry. Or for that matter, even our personal life. Sometimes we be very happy, very joyful mood, and sometimes we may be dull, unevenness. That we have to reduce as much as. That is what I was talking 5S in mind. So Muri, overburden also any industry will be there. So these 3 words are very important for the workplace, and you can note down this Muri is the Japanese word. Muri, Mura, and Muda, 3 M's generally people call sometimes. Muri is nothing but overburden, and Mura is nothing but unevenness, and Muda is nothing but waste. What is waste means? Which is not adding any value to the customer. So like you also, suppose let us say you do some activity, generally childhood, that means college time, we may be spending so much of time in canteen, so much of chit chat. I always say chit chat and enjoyment is sufficient, is required, is a necessary evil. I call it as a necessary evil, like inventory in industry. So your entertainment or portion, or what value it is adding for anybody, either to you or to other person. Or suppose if you find that it is not adding any value, then you can try to reduce. Okay, as a student I have to enjoy in the canteen, you can, but how much value you are adding in that. So that will change your life, obviously. That is, reduce the Muda, it will wastage, it will be reduced. Let us say then your life of 5S started implementing. So in that way you have to see that 5S. So right now you are not in industry, but sir is from industry and he is trying to put you. You are very lucky to listen this and to start the 5S in the college level only. So I used to go to colleges where we do lectures, and we generally say what is the industry expectation from the engineering graduates. So they come for industry, they join in the industry, and they go to the shop floor, and they will suddenly see all these terms, not knowing. Then immediately manager starts scolding. Who has given you degree without all these things? How do you know? How do you become a mechanical engineer? You don't know lean, you don't know 5S. Our company is 5S certified. You have to learn. Now you read. Then you may not be properly guided by supervisors. They will be very busy in their activity, and this guy will start frustration. Then the career will change. Then some people will be sharp enough to learn now that time. Whereas if somebody is not so sharp enough, then his career will be, he will try to change the job, or so many things will be happening, or they will try to remove him, or they will try to change department. So many things starts from there. So in that way, you are very, very lucky now. You started implementing 5S rather than the job. Your life will change. If you try to implement even 10% of 5S in your personal life, it will bring altogether a great change. That is why our Amara group, when started, our chairman sir and all, they started even family members. So then that is why every year on our founders day or our family day, there is a prize for best homes implemented 5S. So that was it is a culture. Culture means culture will not come by doing some exercise or some 6 months, 3 months following, or some guide lecturer will be forcing you. That way culture will not come unless otherwise your mind makes. And if it become a culture, then we can be Japanese, none other than Japanese country. More than that, we have capabilities, we have intellectual, we have resources, everything. And Japan takes from us iron ore. They make big components and they supply to us back. So iron ore comes from India, and final product again coming to India. So one of the best successful country as a Japan industrial country, basic is this lean manufacturing. For that, foundation is 5S. That they call it as a home. In that home, foundation is 5S. Then there are so many concepts like TPM, lean manufacturing, and just-in-time manufacturing, all those things. But foundation for that home is 5S. That is why today Japanese product means all over the world. With Sony TV is there, other TVs are there. You might be knowing the cost difference of Sony and the other TVs. So that is the value of this 5S. So my request to you students all is, try to think of, first enter in your mind, oh, this is the concept for our change, for our benefit. Not that some sir is forcing, so we are doing. But if you take it the other way around, that too, you are going to be a pharma industry where a dust particle, nanoparticle also is not allowed, is not permissible, and it is a life taking risk of the products. So, and the hygienic, you know, the importance in pharma industry. So there 5S, if you go and talk to the 5S to your industry interview also, when you go for job also, and if you start making practicing of that, then you will become one of the best employee in the industry wherever you go and wherever you join. Apart from your home, your house, your life change. So you know 5S. Sir, shall we give small gap for their questions? 5 minutes. Otherwise, continuous listening, they may be feeling.
Sir, the introductory slides or this slides in brief can be explained, sir.
Okay.
This 5S concept.
Okay. No, what I mean to say is, okay, I will explain this slide. Then can we give for 10-15 minutes, 2 or 3 questions?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. At the last, sir. At the last part of the session.
Last part. Okay.
Yes.
What I'm saying is between.
Yeah, you can do, sir. You can do.
For a change, they can ask questions, anything.
Yes.
So that I can fine tune my presentation also if required.
Sir, the reason why I said at the last is now it is in the seminar hall, sir. Students may not be.
That is what I am asking. That is why only I am also asking. That I understand. Any possibility is there. Otherwise, technically not possible means I will continue. No problem.
We can have it at the end of the session, sir.
Okay. Okay. Muting and all keeping unmuted. No problem. So there is a 5S workplace organization. That concept itself, workplace organization, but it is implemented in the house also, everywhere, in the office also. And one is SART, as you know. Only 1 minute, sir. Sir has sent in. Okay, sir. 5S is that some of the new students, it seems, sir Kishore sir has sent message for engineering college students were not given fundamental also. This is a 5S workplace organization. There are 1S. This is a Japanese concept. And in Japanese, words are different. 1S means seri, seaton, like that. But in English, for your convenience, you can take 1S is sort. First, we have to sort out the items. Even mind also. I was talking about mind 5S. No, sort the mind. Sort means remove the all clutter. Means remove from the mind all unwanted things. Like this workplace or your room where you are now staying in your room, or in your lab, or in your class. So anywhere this removal of clutter means whatever not required. Again, the definition of not required, unnecessary item, necessary item. After 3 months, it may be used. After 2 months, it may be used. So you may not be using all your dresses. Today morning, I was reading one article. One of the same engineering college student, he was mentioning. So instead of my buying 2000 dress and keeping in the Almera, so that I can give poor old grandparents or poor grandparents. So many, he is talking, all others are grandparents. So many dresses I can give them, where they can be protected from winter, chilling winter. So here, that is again, I cannot say that don't buy the 2000 shirt, but same time, then you doubt your own 5S or 1S in your mind, sort out, clutter. Clearly distinguish what is needed, what should be kept, and what should be thrown out. Necessary, unnecessary, and unwanted, and wanted, and required, and not required. These are all the small terms are different, but there is a thin line between decision making of what is necessary, what is unnecessary. As I told you, if I say to you, don't buy 2000 shirt, you may treat me as a fool. But that same one engineering college guy of your age, what he is saying is, I am not saying from my side. So for him, he felt that it is unnecessary of buying 2000 this thing. So first is sort. So in industry, what we do is we will have 5S policy where we define the items. So as I told you, first last 3 months if we don't use, so we can keep in other place. Last 1 year we didn't use at all, so we can keep in the red tag area. Like that we define policy. Each industry will have its own policy. Again, criticality of the items. Some item may be a small bearing, maybe 2-3 years bearing may not go. Same time, if that bearing fails, means all total plant will stop. So it is a very critical item. I can't say last 2 years I have not used bearing, so I will not have bearing. But that is again, once you go to industry, it is again a big decision making. But any industry implementing 5S, they have got one policy will be there. In that policy, they will decide the type of the items and how many months we have to keep, and what are the critical items, what are the necessary, what are the unnecessary, what is needed. Here I am showing you in this slide. So when in doubt, move it out. That general slogan is, when in doubt, move it out. So in industry, there will be so many items near the mission. So sometimes there will be very critical decision making. It is whether this item is required now or not required. As I told you, small bearing it might be costing a 100 rupees bearing, but mission goes means production will last that way. Machine stopped for 2 hours because lack of bearing. Bearing is not nearby. Bearing is in store far away. So we have to go bring the bearing and fit. 1 hour gone. So 1 hour machine stopped. So then production loss. So these type of things will be there. But then in that case, can we keep all bearings of the machine? 10 bearings are there required. 10 type of different type of bearings near the machine itself. So critical decision. But what general 5S policy says, when in doubt, move it out, means keep it nearby area, or that is what policy. So what is the frequency of the item usage and what is the criticality of item usage? All these things we have to sort it out. First step of 5S is sorting out, whether it is in industry, whether it is in our lab, whether it is in our home. So you relook. As I told you, in a home, suppose one item for mother, it may be very essential. For a son, it may be looking ridiculous keeping that item all the time. For last 5 years, I am seeing this item not at all used. Why to keep? But or maybe sentimental value for that. She may be having some sentimental value for that. But here a thin line. It is called thin line. Chala sarlu manamu కొన్ని ఐటమ్స్ విషయంలో డెసిషన్ తీసుకోవడంలో కొంచెం ట్రబుల్ ఉంటుంది. కానీ but as much as possible 5S, if it is a 5S, as I told you, as a foundation of any structured organization or structured life of an individual or a house growth, suppose one home for their development. There is one home in the Chennai, they even published in Hindu paper, they have got award for implementing 5S corporate industrialist, big industrialist house. It has been audited by some other people and some other organization, and they have given even ISO 9000. They implement ISO 9000 for the house, and like that, some are very, what we can say, examples of maybe for us believing may be difficult, but they are there. But the sorting is a very, very important step where you need to sort. Then set in order. Second S is set in order. That is, organize the necessary things, making it easier for anyone to find and use them. Second S. So that is what I was telling, a place for everything and everything in its place. It is called general industry. Short term is PEEP, place for everything and everything in its place. As in the house also I told you. Suppose keychain, car keychain. So generally we will be finding two-wheeler keychain. So every time we will be searching. Even for that matter, some young kid might have been watching the TV, and he will throw the remote and go. But if we can make him daily keep there only one earmark, give one drawing, so means one earmark place. So every time you take the remote, again you have to bring it, keep here, so that everybody will be coming and taking and using and keeping there. That type of arrangement, markings, if we can do, that is place for everything. For remote, there is a place, and everything in its place. Always remote is in its place. So that is what set in order. Second, yes, organize the necessary things. So first step, what we have done, we have identified the necessary things, and we have decluttered, means unnecessary things and all we removed, and made the sorting step. Then also the items of identified necessary, for that in industry means there will be a policy, and there was one policy actually, every item, even office, if you go any file, so world global standards is in 30 seconds you should be able to retrieve your file. That is, I was mentioning, even your computer system. So computer, you have to retrieve one file. So within 30 seconds, that is the global standards, but very difficult to achieve, but majority organizations are striving that. That is what sustainability also, there will be coming. So second S is set in order. So this PEEP will make us to retrieve as quickly as possible. As I told you, starting of this session, we made you to wait 5 minutes. Like that industry, on average, in a day of 8 hours, in a survey, as per survey, there are industries, waiting time, maybe if you put together cumulative 1 hour to 1.5 hour, waiting time only will be sent, waiting for tool, waiting for material, waiting for file, waiting for instruction. So like this, almost all waiting time. Suppose tomorrow, if you can make your 1 day chart of how much time you spent in waiting for whatever reason, waiting for lecturer, waiting for lab, waiting for chemical in the lab, or your starting time, you're waiting for bus, so many things. So if you can make, everybody will be finding minimum 1 hour, 1.5 hour waiting time, which is not adding value to anyone, neither your personal life nor organization. Suppose if you are working in organization, so that will reduce the set in order, will try to will reduce the waiting time also. So second S is set in order. Third S is shine. So once you set in order, clean equipment and workplace, this makes a lot of difference. Shining is makes, we used to show, that is why we take photographs. So why the items all shining, you see, whenever you see the shining item, automatically your brain will react very positively. So if you go into that, I'm not a right person, but you may be knowing already, when the brain sees a good, listen a good news, what type of chemicals or enzymes comes into your mind. If you sad news, bad news, what type of chemicals will come. If you are in jovial friends, or if you are moving with productive person, what type of chemicals or enzymes will come. Chemicals, I think, will come, dopamine and all the things. That is another subject itself. But the shine will make a lot of difference. Suppose a guy working in the company for 8 hours in the dirty place, he goes to home with the dirty mind of 8 hours he spends, and in the home, a small trigger, small, even while traveling itself, scooter, he will be going on scooter. Next scooter fellow may be seeing him and he will start fighting. Why you are seeing me like this near traffic signal or something? So why? Because he has spent his mind total 8 hours was in dirty place, means not shining. The same environment, if you made it shine and his productivity will improve, like yours also. Let us say you go to one example, one very big institution where classroom is entirely different. So I have seen some of the institutes. I think even Parmisar made or Sir Parmisar in Vijayawada, a school altogether a different school, because that environment, that shining, I can say back, come back to shine environment, shine place. Everything is shining, cleaning equipment and workplace regularly, paint them as needed and inspect them while cleaning. So this is another part, inspection while cleaning. That is industry, which is very, very important. So your, see, I am trying to say you in shining importance. So let us say your bike itself, suppose you are using two-wheeler. So daily your very, very shiny bike. So obviously your mind also will be so jubilant, so positive, so calm, and you will not fight. And same I was mentioning, a worker or a professor working in college where the rooms are dirty, not painted, or something is there, and he will be dull, and students will be dull. Go back, so home, and something triggers. Some small kid may be doing something, then this man will get angry against immediately. Suppose a same person come from clean, very clean environment, very positive mind to home. Obviously, same kid, same incident, his reaction will be different. That is where this shining part in the industry, very, very, even machine area, safe, shine will bring your own personal life also. So clean equipment and workplace, you just imagine your classroom with different paintings, very, very what we can say sober mood painting in the classroom, or routine classroom, and definitely it creates a lot of difference. Shining is very, a clean place is safer and more productive. If you see my slide down, what I have written, a clean place is safer and more productive. What I have written means the slides also I have taken from different collected from different presentations, but then shine. That is the third. So first is sort, next is set in order, third is shine. I am spending more time, as I told you. My intention is at least some 4 or 5 students out of this total. I don't know how many people are attending. So try to take it as a in mind as a 5S. Okay, lectures all will be happening, and sir is lucky. Your sir is started at this age for you to make the practice also, not simply arranging lecture. So, and to be frank with you, for his stature and all, I'm very small person. So he calling me 2 times, 3 times, and same time, it's not correct on my part. Some of the professors just they will call, some principal will say, you conduct, organize, myself only. Then they will call, sir, we want one class. Okay, sir, I am ready anytime. Sir, now students are not there. Afterwards, I will call you. That afterwards never came. That type of things also happening in the educational institutions, but because so many reasons. No, professors I always respect, but I would say you is the importance of the positive nature I am telling. So sir has taken this much interest, so you try to take this as a guiding factor or try to imbibe in your mind. That is why I am spending this much time on this slide. So standardize. Fourth S is standardize. Develop standards for sorting, setting in order, and shining, enforce them and follow. Generally, major industries also try to follow up to 3S. Then 4S and 5S practicing is very, very difficult. But majority industries now trying to reach, because all these 5S implement very perfectly. As I told you, it is a life changer. It is a game changer, we call in industry. So develop, that is what. If you reduce 10 minutes of waiting time for one item, as I told you morning, of 100 students, 5 minutes, 100 into 5, 500 minutes. If you cumulatively, if you reduce 8 hours, 8 hours of young boys' time is very productively if we can use. Like same in industry, we calculate like that. So all operators time, if we reduce 5 minutes, where 100 operators in one shop, So per day 8 hours direct productivity. It adds so much. Suppose same amount I want to get in the market by selling my product, I have to put lot of effort, lot of customers I have to get. Same here, if I reduce 5 minutes of waste time of the operators, so lot of productivity. So standardize, 4S is standardize, develop standards for sorting, setting in order and shining, enforce them and follow. The secret of success is consistency of purpose. This is very, very, you may not be able to appreciate now the philosophy here. I just may say philosophy, consistency of purpose. That is what I told you also. Just now example. So same Vijay Kumar sir called me and told me, and then immediately Kishore sir called me and all. Same Vijay Kumar sir might have told to so many professors, number of professors called. Here consistency of purpose. So apart from standardization of 5S. So don't think bad of me. I'm telling just for your benefit, and standardization is very, very important. Also develop standards for sorting. So first we have done sorting. For that standards means I told you what is the frequency of using this item, what is the frequency of shifting this item from this area to red tag area. So what is the necessity, what is the when, how frequently, like that we will do sorting. Once we sort, we will put place for everything and everything in place. Then we will see that every day it is cleaned, very cleaning and shining, so that productivity will be improved. Now we have to standardize. 4th S is standardize, means it should be regularly. If somebody should say, oh, this item, this tool, every 3 months only it will be used. So we have to keep at the distance of 50 meters. All these things comes into standards. So develop standards for sorting. So sorting time also, somebody may come and ask whether this item is necessary or not. There is a standard written down, you see. So this tool is to be kept for 3 months. There is already standard is there, it is written. So sorting in order, setting in order and shining. Then all the shining means, actually I was heading one time 5S team in one of the industry, and we done very, very cleaning. And so auditor came. We were thinking that our items are shining. Then he came, and while coming, he brought one small chemical along with him. Then same item, we were saying ours is the best, it is shining. Then he had put that chemical, and it has become more brighter, cleaning. So like that, shining is also very, very standards. So shining means definition. How, what is the standard? So global standards are, for my eye it is shining. So but for others there is still scope is there to make it more shining. And that all, for that purpose we have to write standardization. So let us say you may think that, oh, I am getting 70 marks, but how to say whether this 70 is correct or not? So there is some standard. So that standards we have to make in industry. Then sustain. This is the what we can say, very, very difficult phase of 5S. Sustain means, so generally majority times, even you also, unless you make it as a habit, so 21 days we have to make every same thing continuously, then only it will become a habit. So minimum, that was the standard written in one of the book. Anything you make continuously 21 days, so then it will become a habit. So for some people it may be 10 days, for some people it may be 30 days, that is different. But the sustain means what? It should be, so first sorting, we have written every 3 months, this item should be moved to other place. That is written, standard also there, and wherever it is there, that PEEP is there, it for that one place is made, everything is made. But after 2 months, we are all forgotten. Example I'm saying, suppose for example, then sustenance is not there. All 4S is there in place, but no auditor coming, nobody is seeing, so everybody conveniently forgotten. So then sustenance will not be there. So sustain is very, very difficult to face. But once we make and we make it sustainability, then all life changer, game changer, we can say. So make a day habit, make it a daily habit and a way of life through discipline, auditing and recognition. So in industries, what we do is we give some prizes, instant prizes. So we suddenly go to machine and we see operator is maintaining his machine very nicely, shining, everything he made it as a habit, and he imbibe, we call it as ఇన్కల్కేటెడ్ అండ్ అతని నరనరాల డిఎన్ఏ అయిపోద్ది అనమాట. అతని నరనరాల్లో ఉంటుంది కొంతమందికి. సో వాళ్ళకి ఏం చేస్తామంటే అక్కడికక్కడే సమ్ ప్రైజ్ విల్ గివ్ అండ్ మేనేజ్మెంట్ విల్ గివ్ అగైన్ sometimes some prizes, that is recognition. So some people will be coming auditing, so whether they are doing practicing, everything is written, some auditor coming day, they will make everything ready, then afterwards they will forget. That system should not be there. So motivation is what gets you started, habit is what keeps you going. Let us say now for our example, so in the beginning all will start with enthusiasm, and sir is also following up so many things. That is motivation, what get you started. Then if you make it as a habit, then you can climb. Okay, I am a 5S person, or not only organization, I am a 5S following person. So then your life only will change. That is what habit, what it keeps going. So that habit making is not so easy to talk. Now చెప్పడం ఈజీగా ఉండొచ్చు, చేసే వాళ్ళకి కష్టంగా ఉండొచ్చు హ్యాబిట్ అవడం అనేది. సో వన్స్ హ్యాబిట్ అయితే మానలేం, అది వెదర్ ఇట్ ఇస్ ఎ గుడ్ హ్యాబిట్ ఆర్ బ్యాడ్ హ్యాబిట్. So that is why habit making is one subject separately. So generally in simplified term, what we say is do the thing consistently for 21 days, then automatically it will become a habit. Once you make it as a habit, then you will be going, means that will be continuing. So in nutshell, 5S is 1S is sorting. So all unclutter, unwanted items, necessary items, unnecessary items, like that we have to make it out, list out. So in generally physical 5S class, once we start, generally what auditor does is he will make us to remove all from our small bag, and also from pocket, all from shirt pocket, pant pocket, all the things he will ask us to remove and keep in the table. In that video also, unfortunately I could not show you, there are so many exercises there. So then he will make us this, what is this, what is this. Sometimes we may have kept RTC bus ticket also. So some cases, not all. So many people might have kept, if you see open and see purse, so many items might be there. So that is sorting. So you have to make it out all what, as I told you, if you go into deep, suppose if you go into lab, if you go into your Almera in your house, so many things will be not used for last 1 year, last 3 months, last 6 months, whether it is necessary or not necessary. Again, what is the sentimental value for that? So that is sorting. 1S is sorting. Then once you sort, set in order. All things you may arrange neatly, orderly. So place for everything. Okay, this is TV remote. Okay, this is a beaker. This is the chemical. This is all chemicals, also different type of chemicals. That one more slide was there. So arrange in the pharma lab. So uses and the severity of chemical. So like that you have to make. That is set in order. Then shine. Shine, I told you, always you start with your own bike or two-wheeler if you are having, or whatever items you are using. Daily make it as a habit of shining your shoe. So how many times we shoe polish? So from there, this is the simplest example I am telling to make you habit. So very simple things. Then start going when you go to lab, whatever, wherever you are sitting, that you just 5 minutes, you just clean with your thing. So and so table, so and so student, girl or boy, his table is always shining. So definitely your mind will definitely improve productivity of 10 to 15% where the shine workplace is there. This is what I am not telling, this is what survey shows. So what is the 5S? There are worldwide surveys done, effectiveness of 5S. So there it was shown 5S workplace will automatically increase the productivity 10 to 15% on an average. There are organizations where 20 to 30% productivity improvements are there. So there I told you, in the industry, suppose you want to get 20% profit by selling the item product, you have to put a lot of effort. Where if you reduce your wastages and increase productivity, it is in your hands. So our profit percentage will straight away. Same your life also. Your life also. Same logic applies. So if you are, not that I am preaching something, but this is what we were observing and seen so many people. So then shine, that is the shine effect. Clean equipment and workplace required regularly, paint them and needed inspect them.
Excuse me, sir.
Pardon?
Sir, you moved away from the screen.
Oh, myself. Okay. Now, sir?
Yeah, fine, sir.
Okay. So this is what 5S, I think I have taken a lot of time here. As I told you, my importance, I want to keep in your mind the importance of 5S. Once you get this, doing is different ways of doing by different people and different ways. There is no standard method. You should do like this only, not like this, like that. Nothing, no defined methods are there. 5S. So all are common sense approach. Only willingness to do and your mindset to change and sustenance. And you want to develop yourself and grow yourself. Then that mindset has come means 5S implementation is, I can say, very easy also. But coming to that mindset is very difficult and what we can say very critical also. చాలా చాలా కష్టం అనిపిస్తుంది. కానీ వన్స్ మీరు స్టార్ట్ చేస్తూ ఉంటే, ఇక్కడ నా దగ్గర నా ముందు ఇక్కడ ఒక డీన్ ఉండేవారు. ఆయన మొబైల్ ఫోన్ కూడా మార్క్ చేసి ఉంటుంది ఇక్కడ, ఆయన మొబైల్ ఫోన్ పెట్టాను టేబుల్ ఆఫీస్ లో కూర్చున్నప్పుడు. సో అలా ఉంటుంది అనమాట. వన్స్ ప్రాక్టీస్ అయితే మనకి చాలా కంఫర్ట్ గా ఉంటుంది, చాలా ఇంకా తర్వాత వదిలిపెట్టం అనమాట, హ్యాబిట్ లాగా. ఇది వెదర్ ఇట్ ఇస్ గుడ్ హ్యాబిట్ ఆర్ బ్యాడ్. సో స్టాండర్డైజ్ అండ్ సస్టైన్ చేస్తే this is motivation is what gets you started. Now we have started because of sirs or support and everything you started. But if you make it habit, it will be reflecting with you for another 40 years or 50 years of your life. Then it will be a very, very solid growth oriented life and career you will be having. This is not I am saying. There are a lot of surveys. If you Google what is the effect of 5S, what is the effectiveness and efficiency, there are 2-3 terms which I am not touching now. That is a different topic. So you can Google it, 5S, what is the effectiveness and what is the efficiency improvement or productivity improvement or workplace improvements. There are different type of things which I have seen over these years. Number of organizations where I worked in Hindustan Aeronautics Limited, even NRB Industrial Bearings, for that matter now Amara industry itself. If you go into Amara industry in manufacturing plant, you never feel that it is a manufacturing. They have seen 15-20 years back, our founders and senior officers went and seen in Japanese, then they came back and they made it as a culture. That is where very, very important. So you make it as your culture, then it will be happening. So this is all. Then I was seeing Bogi festival. So actually Indian culture 5S is there, or simple 5S is either from Japanese culture or like that I was thinking. Then there were some photographs also here we could not show. So I got one PDF file that I will show you. So Bogi చేసేది మనం అదే అన్నమాట. భోగి రోజు ఏం చేస్తాము, ఓల్డ్ ఐటమ్స్ అన్ని తెచ్చి భోగి ఫెస్టివల్ వేస్తాం. సో దానికంటే ఓల్డ్ ఐటమ్స్ అంటే ఏమేంటి, అక్కడ మళ్ళీ సార్టింగ్ చేస్తాం. ఏమేమి ఓల్డ్, ఇవన్నీ పనికి వస్తాయి, పనికి రావా, మదర్ని అడుగుతారు, ఫాదర్ని అడుగుతారు, బ్రదర్ని అడుగుతారు. సో మెనీ ఐటమ్స్ వచ్చేసి ఇట్లా అన్నమాట. సో మన దీంట్లో కూడా ఉంది, మన కల్చర్ లో కూడా 5S ఉంది. సో బట్ నవేడేస్ మేబీ దిస్ జనరేషన్ మే నాట్ బి టేకింగ్ ఇన్ దట్ క్లియర్. సో రెడ్ ట్యాగ్ ఏరియా ఉంది. సో మనం ఏం చేస్తాం, భోగి వస్తుందంటే జనవరి నుంచి స్టార్ట్ చేస్తారు. జనరల్ ఓల్డెన్ డేస్ లో జనవరి అప్పటి నుంచి అన్ని ఐటమ్స్ తీసి ఓ చోట పెడతా ఉంటారు, భోగి మంటలు వేద్దాము. సో that is red tag area in the sense of here red tag area means we keep all the items, unwanted items, one area, so that all other departments whoever required. So it was mentioned even olden days bazar lo ese atu velle vallu poye vallu kuda తీసుకెళ్ళిపోతుంటారు. So there here red tag area means we put it in one area in the industry, so other departments it may be required for others. So like hundreds of examples I can give where the one department may not be required, whereas the same item may be required by other department. Like if you really take as a movement of suppose engineering college campus or pharmacy college campus, so ask them all people to bring all unwanted items and put it one place. So you see within 2-3 hours, I think if others will say ఇది నాకు కావాలి, so that value is increasing. No, it will be put into productive use. Now it might be lying in one of the corner of the lab where nobody might have seen also, ever chosen, but it might be getting dust also. Same record and kept and bring it here and keep it in open place, then immediately some other person will pick it up. It is required for me. Arey దీని కోసమే నేను చాలా రోజుల నుంచి వెయిట్ చేస్తున్నాను, like that. So this is all again repetition of this with the diagrams. Why we do remove waste, safer work area, gain space. I have already talked so much on this. Sir, time on the sir. Hello.
Sir.
Time అయిపోతుంది sir. 1 hour అయిపోయింది.
We can summarize sir.
Summarize. So all things, this is also one more exercise, 5 minutes to focus. Then what is the item missing? This is set in order. So then this is, you see, here one item is missing. This item is scissor. So shadow boards, we call it as an industry. We make shadow boards and keep all items. Anyone, there are some common items in industry. So anyone missing item means immediately we will recognize, oh, this item is missing. So immediately then the person who has taken, they have to bring it back and keep it there. So these are called shadow boards in our industry. So again, we will stop here. This is what you see. Before 5S, one workplace was like this. Do you like to work here or do you like to work here? We always ask our operators. So here working and here working, lot of difference. So before 5S and after 5S, I was talking, mind shining effect on the mind. So somebody keeps here. So then if you want to fight with him also, he will not fight. Sir, somebody kept here for 8 hours. If you use single word, he will start fighting. Not because his fault it is, not his nature it is. It is because of workplace effect on his mind. Same, your this thing also, same work life. So shine. So we will try to close. So here be consistent, not constant. Constant and change is only constant under management law. Word change is only constant. So you have to go on change and also consistent. That change you should be like military defense, like it should be consistent, not constant. So sustain. So there is the one word, 3R concept: reduce, reuse, recycle concept with sort activities. So you have to reduce purchasing of, as I told you, even shirts also, shirts or dresses. You can reuse or you can recycle. 3 R's will be using in the industry also. 3 R's: reduce buying itself or procuring itself, or reuse or recycle. While doing concept sorting activity, you can keep in this mind. Whether next time when we are buying, let us not buy, reduce. Or these items are so many dresses are there, how to reuse these dresses or recycle. So give it, you might be knowing one Gunj, one organization is there where it was interns, so many interns will be working there. So that is another topic. So this is so last slide. The first step in crafting the life you want is to get rid of everything you don't. This is the basic philosophy of sorting, clutter, even your mind. So you have to crafting your life. You see the words, crafting the life. Life itself you can craft. Crafting is craft. If you see very good craft, we will attract. So this, who has made this crafting. So that life you want means you have to get rid of everything you don't require. That is what sorting philosophy. Then clutter is not just in your home, garage or office. Cluster is also in your mind and distracts you from the amazing things you are meant to do. As a student, you can do lot, amazing things you can do, but canteen will distract it. So, but okay, that is what I was telling you. Canteen required, necessary evil, but how much time? Then cluster is not these are clutter, you might be knowing the meaning of clutter. What our simplified form is whatever not used, not useful or not required or unwanted. We can say, if you can see the dictionary meaning of clutter, but in general, clutter is not just the stuff on your floor. It's anything that stands between you and the life you want to be living. So you might want to be become a very highest what we can say, pharmacist, highest standard pharmacist in global company. But all these clusters will stand between that your aim and what you are. So with this, once again, I thank all the people. Any questions you can give, and I thank Vijay Kumar sir and Kishore Babu and all Sadish sir and all for giving me opportunity. And we always feel our own college coming to home, and whatever experience we gain, but fundamentals start by professors, and we are because of professors here. And with this, I conclude my session. Sorry for delay also. One more thing, another 10-15 minutes, almost 20 minutes extended. And any other questions? Hello.
Yeah, just a moment, sir. Sai Kishore, sir.
Madam?
Yeah, I'm waiting for the seminar hall. Yes.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Yes, sir, from your side, we learned what are the 5S concept. It will be how it will be useful for student community. Definitely, sir, we are benefited from your session. Definitely, we are going to implement it is in our personal life to professional life for better working conditions. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Here's some questions, sir, from students.
Yes. Anything is there, I can.
Definitely. Shima, comfort.
This is what just, these are the PDF format. You can just, students can, I will share with you also. These are all in Indian culture, what steps of 5S. So any questions or can we close or?
I'm Shima from Bapatla, College of Pharmacy.
Pardon?
I'm Shima from Bapatla College of Pharmacy.
Okay.
How can సార్ కలర్ అంటే ఇప్పుడు కొన్ని ట్యాగ్స్ యూస్ చేస్తాం కదా సార్ వాటి గురించి ఒకసారి ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేయండి.
Okay. So ఆ part లో నేను ఎక్కువ I didn't go in depth. Actually there will be some color policy, color code. So items wise red, green, yellow. So red tag area general గా ఎక్కువ వాడతాము. Green, yellow color, that depends again. General organization will define, but red tag area is common. Suppose green items and yellow items, and also about chemicals also, different chemicals. Let us say hazardous chemicals, different color codes. There are some standards for that also selection, and it depends on industry to industry and type of chemicals also, and what we use that way. So I may not be giving you ready-made answer. If you want, I can share that color code classification, how they will do that way. But there are colors. Yes, very good question. Actually, there are different colors for different items. Actually, I downloaded one of the colors, so I can share with you different colors for different laboratory items. Also, I downloaded yesterday. Caveman citizens against virtual everything. So for your answer question, my answer is there are colors, different colors of for different items. As I told you, unnecessary items we will generally keep red tag, and green items we may be reusing that green, and yellow items we may be reducing, like that. One organization will give one color code. So that way no hard and fast rule except this red tag area. The other generally change, but the standard also is there. I can share with you.
థ్యాంక్ యూ సార్.
Sir, shall we stop, sir?
Sir, this is Madhvi from Bapatla College of Pharmacy. Sir, when should red tag be implemented?
That is one starting stage itself. Before 5S policy, we have to decide. Once we go for 5S, company management decides to go for 5S, then there will be some 5S policy, objectives of 5S. Suppose one organization, only office. So their objective may be to reduce the waiting time for file. Let us say files. From now 5 minutes it is taking, their objective is to bring it back to 4 minutes. So like that one 5S policy. In that only, these areas also will be identified. Where is the red tag area we have to keep in that plant layout. So all these things, some committee will be there, 5S committee. They will be deciding area, red tag area. Then each mission wise, shop floor wise, again there will be committees to reduce, to decide what type of items we should send to red tag area, and what frequency we will be sent, and what red tag area items also, how it will be disbursed. All these things they will be written in the policy of the company of 5S policy. So in that policy it will be defined and it will be followed. Very good questions, because you are already doing, you have come to straight away implementation questions. Good only that. I will take it forward now after that with sir also, Kishore sir. and discuss. And policy, I will get you our company policy, now what we are following as far as red tag is concerned, and red tag area, frequency of moving, and frequency of disposal from red tag area, and what are the items. And again, there will be walkthrough by other departments to that red tag area, and there what are all the items. Again, policy of changing, exchanging the items, all these things will be written in the policy. Good question. All implementing questions you are asking, good sign that you have understood and you are trying to implement that. Nice. Any other question?
Sir, I'm Kavyasri.
Any other?
I'm Kavyasri of final year BPharm student. Sir, actually,
Okay.
really thank you for giving us such a brilliant ideas and giving us few suggestions. Initially, we have started it implementing this 5S concept in our college, and let me show you the way we have implemented. We have initially started this in our principal sir cabin room, and we are yet to start in our laboratory. And I let you show the.
Our campus here also I wanted to show, but now time is.
This is the first step we have taken, and it was initially started in our principal's cabin room, sir. And these are the pics before and after.
Nice, nice. Really appreciable.
Thank you, sir.
You might, whether you are able to see my cabin also, here also almost it is done. Diamond.
Initially, we have noticed that we are yet to implement in our notice board too.
Correct. Good, good. Nice.
Thank you so much.
Okay. What is your observation? How much it's clear? It's what is your first feeling of this after doing this?
Sir, actually, really, when we went to principal's cabin room, we thought like, yes, everything is getting sorted, and everything was good actually. But when we have started doing it, sorting out, we have just wondered this many things of sorted out things has to be listed. We have got almost 60 things, but Kishore Babu sir got 100, more than 100 things. I don't call it as waste, but these are the things which are getting to sort it out.
Oh, great, great, good. 60 items, that is what measurement, that is where in the industry language, it is what we call always in measurement. Once you can measure, you can improve. So good, this one. Nice, really congratulations. And I could not show our photos, but very good. We thought of bringing your teams here. I think we have to bring our team to your college, not our college. Okay. Pharmacy is in engineering college campus, or when we were there, not there?
Separate, sir.
Campus, pardon?
Separate campus, sir.
Oh, okay, nice, very good.
Sir, thank you very much, sir.
Yes, sir. Thanks, sir. Thanks.
Sir, you have already provided us the motivation, as you said in the last slide of 5 years, that is 5th year, sustain.
Yes.
And you said that motivation is what gets you started.
Yes.
And if you make it as a daily habit, it keeps you going until we get the desired result. And with the last slide, what our student has shown to you, that we have already got the motivation from our management members, especially Kishore Babu Garu and Vijay Kumar sir. And with the support of the other members of the management, we have already started implementing. Maybe in the other quick time, we are going to do it through the campus, especially in the laboratories.
Correct.
And we'll show you that output, what we have got from your experts like you. We will definitely show you how we have improved. And so thank you very much for your motivational speech, sir. And since already the implementation picture has been displayed in the notice board, students have been observing that in the new notice board. And now after listening to your lecture, I think they will be further motivated, and they themselves will start searching for this 5 years concept. They will try to understand by themselves. Yes, and then they will start implementing it not only in the college or in the workplaces. Even after going home, they will start thinking about doing something related to 5 years concept in their home as well.
Okay. Thank you.
So thank you very much for your motivation, sir.
Thank you, sir.
It is very much a pleasure to listen to you.
Okay, sir.
And we look forward for several other such motivational lectures from you
Thank you, sir.
in near future also. Thank you very much, sir.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you
Can
very
I
much.
leave? Can I leave? Thanks a
Yes,
lot.
sir. Yes, sir.
Thanks for patient listening, all students. And thank you. Thanks for all. Thanks for all the professors who have attended also. And hope that you all will take